How are all you guys doing today? So, I have been doing a lot of research on Quantum Break because it is something that really does interest me. And it took me a long time to figure out all of the things that this game is really based around and what it really is. And I know that if anybody is out there trying to look for this kind of information, it is hard to find right now for some reason. Being released on such a high platform, it's kind of confusing. So, I'm going to make a video on everything you need to know about Quantum Break. So that's going to be what this video is. We're just going to get right into it, guys. Leave a like, leave a subscription. It really does help me out. This is everything you need to know about Quantum Break. So really the first bit of information we're going to talk about is what it really is. Quantum Break is a third-person action shooter type game. You play as somebody named Jack Joyce, and what his real big power is he can warp time, in a sense. And not just that, but he can freeze time and he can move objects and all of these things. But you also are able to use firearms in this game. That is really something that a lot of people are really interested in, is you have these powers, but you also can put those powers together with firearms to make just a complete mess. For all you game buffs out there that really like the inside look at what these games are, Alan Wake is a game that Remedy Entertainment made for the 360 back in the day. And it got a lot of hate before it came out just from the type of game it was and all of that, but overall, everybody really enjoyed the game, and people were kind of looking forward to an Alan Wake 2 game to come out. But Remedy Entertainment kind of slapped us all in the face, so to say, with this game, Quantum Break. In 2013, they announced it. So that's kind of an interesting concept to think that they were kind of teasing us with something, and then they came out with something from left field that nobody knew was coming. We're going to talk a little bit more about his powers here. You are able to attack, freeze enemies, and unleash something called a Time Blast offensive projectile. That's what they kind of called it, and I got to do a little more research on that before I talk too much on it, but that is what it's called. And you are able to reverse directions of bullets, which is something that I think a lot of people are going to be using with the weapons and all of that in the game, as well as the time manipulation factor. Now, with all of this stopping time and bullets and all that, there is some parts of the game where they slow it down and it's a puzzle-oriented game. It's not all run and gun kind of things where it can get kind of repetitive. It changes up from puzzle type game to shooter and action type. The gameplay is kind of split into segments, so to speak. That's a really good way of putting it. So after playing through each segment in this game, there is actually a digital show that plays. So the game is kind of like a movie/video game that you can kind of predict what happens. And actually, I have to say that a choice-based game is something that is going to do really well for itself in today's society, because everybody is really used to these games where it's a repetitive beat down the path, get to where you're supposed to go and kill the boss type game. And then there's these games in the society where they actually let you choose what the outcome will be by decisions, even if the decisions are kind of going to lead you down the same path. It kind of gives the player a little bit more of an emotional attachment to these characters, which is something that I think is going to be the next big thing in gaming. You need to have that emotional attachment in choice-based gaming to be successful in the future. I think they really did a smart decision doing that. There is a laundry list of actors that are in this game, and I'm just going to list up a few for you here to get you a little bit of a feel. Dominic Monaghan, Aidan Gillen, Shawn Ashmore is in this, Lance Reddick, Courtney Hope, and many more. So, Quantum Break is going to be set around a place called Riverport University. It's a fictional university in the northeastern part of the United States where time travel experiments have gone wrong. That's what they're saying that this game is about. So, this game was revealed in 2013 during the Xbox One reveal event in 2013. And right now it has a release date of April 5th, 2016. Which is really coming up fast here, so that is why I really wanted to talk about this. Hopefully the information that you got from this video is enough that will persuade you to buy this or to not buy this, depending on how your gaming style is. But everything I just said is pretty much all the main news on this game that I could really find. So I hope you liked the video. Leave a like, leave a subscription. It really does help me out, guys. I will see you all later.